What's up, family? Hold on one second. I'm texting some stuff, but I do got it identified. Hold on. Come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. I got an announcement to make, so come in. And it's nothing bad. Let me let y'all know. It's, I just want to kind of let the family know what's going on. So I'm waiting on a few more people to come in. She's watching Shabbat Shalom, family. I need 25 more people to come in here, and I can go ahead and make that update on what I'm getting ready to do. We got a great show coming up tomorrow. Uh, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good conversation. I'm gonna do some of the stuff that I used to do. So hold on one second. All right, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all see I'm looking a little rough today. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. So let me take this out. Let me take this little banner off. Hold on. Let's give a few more extras on go back to my normal studio. All right, family. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome, welcome to Let's Talk with PPP. We got a quick announcement. So tomorrow, y'all, this is last minute. Can y'all hear me? Do I sound muffled now? How do I sound? Do I sound good? Give me a one. Y'all know I'm without my microphone. I think my microphone is somewhere in storage, and I need to go to my storage room to get the unit and dig into boxes to get this out. But I'll find it. I'll find it. You do time. You do time. Um, like someone we know. So y'all, be ready. Hold on. We don't get rest now. Hold on. All right, family. Okay, greetings, Dr. Rao. So I have a great live on tonight. I'm gonna be out here alone. I just want to let y'all know. So tomorrow I plan if all things work the way they're supposed to go. Can y'all hear me now? Do I still sound muffled? So one if you can hear me, two if it's not two. Do I sound muffled? One if I'm clear, two if I'm not. You know why I might sound muffled? Hold on, let me put my head my headphones. Okay, do I sound better now? Do I sound better now? One if I do, two if I don't. Do I sound better? Okay. Does it sound a little bit better? Okay. I know why I probably was sounding bad. Because I had my AirPods outside of the box, and audio is connected to. Hit one if I sound better now. I made a few more adjustments. Oh God. Connecting. One second. Okay, how do I sound now? How do I sound now? Do I sound better? Hit one if I sound better. Two if I still sound muffled. Gotcha. Okay. What's crazy is I'm talking through my AirPods, so I might have to do the show um with my AirPods on. Um, I don't do it a whole. I don't do a lot of my lives with my AirPods because I wear big earrings. They get in the way. If you hear my earrings jiggle, you can. So I'm gonna have to take earrings off first. Let me do this as well. Let me do this as well. All right, loud and clear, loud and clear. Tell me if I'm too loud. Please tell me if I'm too loud. So, Shabbat Shalom, family. So, tomorrow, I plan to have Kohen Hamadishi on. Who's going to be the lineup? This is the potential lineup for tomorrow. I'm going back to the way I used to be, y'all. We got to have one of these good ones. Kohen Hamadishi, JT Preacher with the Berean Council. Hopefully, some of the brothers from Berean Council can be on. Ron Shields. He said yes. I'm hoping he can still come. Let me see. Benaiah Israel. He's gonna be on. Pastor Kelly. I haven't told him yet, but I'll call him later on the day, and he'll be like, "Okay, sis, I'm gonna have him on." Um, I haven't reached out to the Teo brothers yet, but Teo and Yakoba. But I know they'll be on. Um, Dante, one of those ain't hit and miss. He might come out, he might not. I haven't extended it to them yet because I'm just not starting to work on this like yesterday, and I forgot to message them, so I'm gonna message them. I plan to have a large panel. I'm looking to have a good conversation. I'm gonna pull a Shonda in as well. I'm not gonna leave people out. Anybody in the community, to really talk to the YouTube community, from a conversation from the YouTube community, and also bring an elder in our community into the conversation, which is Kohen Hamadishi, to kind of give us some words of wisdom, and and how we're going to function as a community, and just talk about what is truly anti-Semitic. What does that definition really mean? Get into the meat and bones of what's been going on. What's been going on? Y'all know I've been kind of chilling, doing my own thing, and bringing on different people, and I haven't done like one of these meat and potato type conversations. And I decided, I said, you know what? It's time for me to bring some of the elders on, bring some of the people on that we see on a consistent basis, and we sit down and we have a discussion, and just call it the round table. I don't know what to call the title just yet, but it's gonna be a good one. And it's gonna be a good one. Put it like that. Don't know how this is gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna be a good conversation. It's gonna be tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Eastern time. I'm gonna schedule it so everybody can be aware, but it's gonna be a good, good lineup. I'll say that much. I would tell you not to miss this, especially with what's going on right now. You should not miss this conversation. This is going to be, I believe, one of my best ones. I'll say one of the many ones, the best ones I'm going to have, because I'm bringing on a collective group for us to sit down and have a discussion. Um, Provide some insight to what's going on, what we think, how do we feel, um, how do we feel as a community, where this whole conversation is going from Kyrie Irving to Kanye West to the awakening. What does it mean to be Shemitic? How am I anti-Shemitic when I am Shemitic? Just the whole gambit of things that we need to discuss. It's gonna be interesting. I'll say that much. Um, and I think it's time for us to kind of have this good combo. But again, it's gonna be Kohen Hamadishi. I got the okay from him. Um, I got Benaiah. Benaiah, he's cool with it. Ron Shields, he's cool with it. JT Preacher with Berean Council is cool. And if I'm leaving some folks off, y'all please tell me, because I'm talking off the rip. I should have listed everybody that I think should be. I think I did create a little list. I think. Okay, I got JT. Oh, Marjorie. I can't forget her. And I need to forget. Marjorie was the young lady that I first came in contact with, and I need to message her. I'm glad I wrote a little list. You remember the young lady I brought on that originally did the jet match, and I introduced everybody to her, and to you all, introduced her to everyone in reference to how I met her, how I came across her YouTube, how it made me to go do my research far as who I am and my lineage and going into jet match. She was the first one um to and Jordan, I see what you're saying. We need to get a little bit more organized. Understand some things are going on right now. Discussions are being had. So everybody just be patient. We can't talk about it now, but discussions are being had. But I can't talk about it because I don't, it's still in the works. So but I'll put that aside for a second. But she was the one that kind of she's gonna be on too as well. And I need to make sure that I reach out to her today. Oh, here comes Rio. Oh, y'all hear him? Because he hears the other dog across the hall. Rio. Rio. Oh my gosh. Rio. He heard the other dog across the hall, y'all. But bringing her on. This is gonna be a good one. In fact, let me do this now. Let me see. Message her to make sure she's aware. Let me see. Look like I can't find. There we go. While I'm talking to y'all. Noon Eastern. All right, I just sent her a message. It's gonna be on. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. So I need y'all to be ready. Y'all know I'm country. Tomorrow, noon, Eastern time. Whoever shows, these are the people that I know that's gonna show. Some may, some won't. But it's gonna be good. That's all I have to say. It's gonna be good. And it's gonna be a good, much needed discussion and conversation amongst the family. Again, Kohen Hamadishi, Marjorie from just the DNA young lady, Benaiah Israel, myself, um, Ron Shields, let me look at my list again. JT Preach from JT Preacher from Berean Council, and maybe some people from Berean Council on there. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of different people. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. If I forget somebody, please y'all let me know. I'm just doing it off the top of my head who's gonna come. I don't want people to get upset. This is Sister E and forgot to add me to that panel. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just off the rip, off the top of my head. I made a kind of like, yep, I'm gonna do this show. So, but this is gonna be a good discussion. Pass the word. Let people know. Hey, come to Sister E tomorrow at noon. This conversation is going to be off of the charts. We're going to have some good people. And we're just going to have a deep conversation of what's going on. We have yet to have a conversation like this in a long time, where we're bringing everybody on, including Kohen Hamadishi, into the conversation. The reason I'm doing this so early in the day on a Sunday is because he's on Zimbabwe's time. So 12 o'clock noon for us is 7 p.m. for him. I think it's 7 p.m. for him. So I couldn't do a late night show because it'll be too late for him. So it'll be noon Eastern time. This is gonna be a build, a very good build. No arguing. But it's gonna be a build, and it's gonna be a good one. I'll say that much. Tell the UA community too. If they want to, they can come and sit and watch. They're gonna be watching, and somebody say in the bushes somewhere hiding. They're gonna be there. So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna probably do something like a little flyer. I think I might do that, but it takes too much time to do all that, y'all. But I do need to publicize it. This is gonna be a good conversation. Um, tomorrow at noon. And it's going to be, yeah, I would say be here. Um, oh, in the office, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, okay. I'm just not. Oh, they're gonna be lurking. Oh, they're gonna definitely be lurking. They're definitely gonna be lurking. Come on out, y'all. Come see. Come see. We finna have real talk. Y'all want to hear it? It's gonna be real talk, but we're gonna be respectful for my mods. If you are a mod, I need all mods in the chat watching the chat. Let me check and see how many mods I got in here because I need mods to make sure that one, that the conversation is respectful in the chat. Hold on. That the conversation is respectful in the chat. I got Timothy, Garth, 78, Errol Spike. I know Ruhama will be out here. I know Angie Love will be out here. I need all my mods to be on point and ready, wielding their swords. So just in case somebody get reckless out here, y'all can Andre say something in the chat. Mike Baker needs you in here as well. It's gonna be an interesting conversation, but I need all mods out here to make sure that it remains respectful. It remains very respectful in the chat. No disrespect, no ugly words, no nothing that could get the channel flagged. Y'all got to be, we got to be careful, Saints. They looking for anything possible to flag our channels, to shut our channels down, to make us be quiet, to make us shut up, make us not. I mean, they flagging people in Facebook for putting up scripture posts. I saw that here recently. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I say that much. So I'm I'm excited. I'm excited about this conversation. Uh, I need to schedule it so I can send out. But I'm trying to figure out a title. I'm gonna say community Israelite build or something like that. Um, or something. I gotta figure out a good title for this. Something build or something. Y'all know I'm horrible with titles. I gotta think of a good title. Good title. Good title. Israel United. Something like that. I don't know. Y'all help me. Give me a good title. Real well, all my talk is real talk, y'all. Somebody said real talk with Sister E. When has my talk not been real? Oh, I gotta get a good one. I gotta draw people to this. Because some people, if you got a lame title, you won't have anybody to come out. I want people to hear this. This is one of the few lives that I'm just like, I need everybody on deck. If you think of a good title, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and do the. Tell me why you're mad if you have the UA. What? Okay. Somebody said IUIC, Israel United in Christ. I am not gonna put that in my title, even though we are Israel United in Christ, but it won't be saying IUIC in my chat. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking in this chat. Y'all really clowning in here. It's gonna be good tomorrow though. Saints in here said IUIC. Somebody said they waiting on their first cup of coffee. Y'all, I've had my second cup. I'm on coffee cup number two. Number two. I believe that's why I'm so hyped right now. I have not eaten breakfast yet, which is not good. Uh, Jerusalem, that is a good one. Mm, Jerusalem Council. That's a good one. That's a good one. Children of Shem. Children of Shem. That's a good one too. I gotta eat breakfast, y'all. I gotta get me some food in me. Uh, let's see. Somebody said that's like smoking crack on an empty stomach. Yes. Oh man, drinking 2 cups of coffee and have not eaten. I think the last time I ate was yesterday at like 6 o'clock. So my stomach is real empty right now. Somebody drinking Folgers. Who drinks instant coffee anymore? Somebody said someone in this chat be drinking Folgers instant, but I'm not saying no name. That is too funny. Who in here drinking? Is that you who's drinking Folgers instant coffee? I haven't drank any. Last time I drank instant coffee, I was drinking coffee with my mama. Y'all know that instant coffee, they boil they water, put the little 2 teaspoons of coffee and the sugar and the cream. Man, yes. Instant coffee. I don't even drink instant coffee anymore. Let's see. I'm not fasting with no coffee in me. If you fasting, you don't need no coffee because you gonna be left. You gonna go left real quick. Okay, so I gotta figure out a name. Maxwell, my first. Yes, my mom used to drink. She don't drink it anymore. Maxwell House Coffee, the instant coffee. Yes, she had that every. She would have that every morning. She don't really drink it anymore. She still keeps some, but she drink it every blue moon. But I know we ain't got no tea people in here. That is too funny. Oh man, family. I have K cups. I use K cups myself. I use the Dunkin' Donut K cups. Don't talk about me. I I was thinking about that. What is it? Nest Cafe? That stuff be expensive. You buy those pods. Um, let's see. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. Maxwell, my first cup starting now. I've had, where's my cup? I didn't drink so much coffee. So I've been up since 6 o'clock, Saints. I've been up since six. My dog woke up at 6 o'clock whining. I took him outside, let him run around, brought him back in the house, and then came back here and started getting ready, just throwing some clothes on or put my pajamas. I mean, I had my pajamas, just got dressed because I may walk around for a little bit today to just kind of get my mind together. But I'm kind of excited about tomorrow. I'm kind of geeked about tomorrow. I am, y'all. I am. I haven't had a conversation like this in a long time. I'm a little hyped. When I saw Kohen Hamadishi respond to me this morning to say, yes, I can be on, just help me get myself set up for it. I got to help him set up his, I'll probably get me a night to help him set up for the live tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. When I saw the okay for him, I was like, yes, this is going to be good. Um, man, I'm excited. Oh no, Aerospike, you don't get coffee. He said if y'all give him coffee, he gonna be climbing the walls. You don't need that. Who in here drinks Starbucks? I actually drink Starbucks. I haven't had any Starbucks lately though, cause yeah, I don't feel like spending that money. I'm a little cheap right now. Living in New York, you gotta watch your every Cohen. because everything is $1,000 out here. So I haven't done Starbucks. I do my coffee at home now. But wait a minute, he said I drink. Wait a minute, he said we bougie because we don't drink instant. I don't. Every time I drink instant coffee, I think about I'm drinking coffee with my mama. I'm sorry. Um, let's see. I think that's it. That's all I got. What y'all got planned for mango dragon fruit lemonade? I do the dragon fruit lemonade too. My daughter loves the dragon fruit lemonade. Uh, I cannot do dark roast. If I do dark roast, that yeah, I have to do medium or even light dark roast. Yeah, my stomach is like, girl, are you serious? I can't do dark roast. Uh, Starbucks is an arm and a leg, but every blue moon they got my chestnut praline coffee. But it's this coffee place that I saw in New York, and they put it in a can. I think it's called All Time or something. And they put the coffee in a can. They have like a press that they do. They put the coffee in there and they show you put the coffee cup on it and they put the can top on it and you open it like it's a can. And I got the raspberry iced coffee. Y'all, it's so good. It's so good and so delicious. I drank that so fast. Um, Somebody said I'm on the West Coast, still in bed, typing as we speak. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Who in here? Some New Yorkers. Y'all know the place that sell the coffee and they make it in a they put it in like this clear container and then they put it on this machine and they put the top on it and they put a top on it like it's a can top, like you open it like a can and they press it down and they seal it and they give it to you, but you can shake it and then open the top like it's a can. I forgot that. I think it's called All Time Coffee or I forgot the name of it. Y'all, I'm not here just rambling right now. Is that the name of it? Oh, I can't remember the name of the place, but the coffee was so good. Um, Somebody said, because you used to love instant coffee as a kid. They try to come for you. Vet, they trying to come for you. 78 vet, they trying to come at you. Is your name shortened vet because you like the 1978 Corvette? I'm wondering if that's the reason why you call yourself that. I've always wondered that. Let's see. That's a good conversation. That's a good conversation. That's something in the future. Who's supposed to get snow? Saints can't do snow right now. I got things to do. I 78. That's why you call yourself 78 vet because of a 78. I knew it had to do with a Corvette. All right, let's see. I ain't seeing snow in the forecast, Saints. I don't do snow. I don't feel like snow right now. Hold on. Let me see. Weather. My weather app on this Apple phone is trash. They don't tell you anything. I don't see snow in the forecast. I don't see snow. I see cold. That's what I see. All cold. One thing I will say, it's gonna be cold. It's cold. I didn't had to pull out my coat. Um, Let me see. There's a freeze warning. Uh, Freeze warning going into Sunday, but I don't see any snow. Talking about pipes bursting. I'm not here for that either. Let me see. Go back to my AccuWeather. I use AccuWeather because my weather app on my phone is irritating. The Apple iPhone weather app. Yeah, I don't see snow. I don't see no snow. Buffalo got over. We didn't get any snow. That's Zadok. Zadok is in upstate New York. He getting that snow. We ain't getting no snow. We'll probably get some snow possibly like last year when I was in DC. We didn't get snow till like New Year's Day. Vet, you remember that 78 vet? Because I know you live in that area. We got snow last year in DC, like January. In fact, it was exactly New Year's Day because my dog passed away New Year's Day, and it was the day after New Year's Day. It was like January 2nd. We got snow. Um, so let's see what else I got. Yes, no snow in Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn. No, I don't want no snow. I don't need snow right now. I don't need snow. These folks don't know how to drive already in the Bay Ridge area. And in the this Brooklyn has so many areas. You got Bay Ridge, you got Flatbush, you got um Fort Greene, you got all these areas in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is huge, I'll say that much. But somebody said this may be my first and my last. I don't plan to leave New York anytime soon, even though some days I just like, what in the world was I thinking about moving into the New York area? But then there are some days where I just be like, man, I love this city. And then some days I just be like, now I'm gonna go back to Memphis. Then some days I'm like, yep, East New York. Some days I'd be like, I'm going back to DC. Y'all pray for me because I gotta find somewhere where there's home. There's some days where I just be like, I'm moving to New Jersey. But I like the area of New York though. It's cool. It's cool. Man, East New York ain't I hear gunshots at least. I hear about gunshots every hear about gunshots or shootings. I can't get my words out. I hear about shootings ever so often out there. I made sure to find me a place way, 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 way away from Brownsville in that area. They said Brownsville ain't no joke either. So I made sure to be way away. I'm on the other side near downtown. Downtown is cool, but downtown is too crowded at times. I get frustrated with that area. Um, yeah, I like living in New York though. I made sure though to be far away from East New York. Yep. So you know what? Chi-town, Chicago is different. Chicago is different. I grew up around Chicago and in Chicago because my family's from Chicago. Chicago is one of those areas where it's different. I like Chicago as well, but I think I like I like New York better than I do Chicago. Oh yes, I say far away from East New York. I don't go nowhere near that area. Um, I don't go nowhere near that area. I'm good on that. I was somewhere near East New York and I heard some gunshots. I was like, yep, time to go. Yeah, downtown Brooklyn is cool. We didn't start talking about New York. Downtown Brooklyn is cool, but it's so many. I like historic areas, places that actually look like New York. It's gotten so commercialized. I stay away from Times Square. I hate Times Square. I cannot stand the Times Square area. I wouldn't go down there. I when I first moved to New York, I ate down there a couple of times and was like, this food is overpriced. I cannot stand um I cannot stand Times Square in Manhattan. Certain parts of Manhattan I don't like. I like Chinatown in Manhattan because you can get some good deals on some stuff. But yeah, uh, it's a cool area though. That's why everybody was like, Sister E, why are you telling people you live in Brooklyn? I said, do you realize how big Brooklyn is? Brooklyn is huge. If you can find me in Brooklyn, that means you were purposely looking for me. Brooklyn is huge. Telling somebody you live in a borough, you ain't gonna find them. I'm gonna say that much. Brooklyn is huge. It's like me telling somebody I live in Queens. Queens is huge. I was in Queens a couple of days ago. Those two boroughs, if you looking for somebody, you are on the in those boroughs, there are mini boroughs. That's what I call them. Small boroughs within a borough. Yes, Brooklyn is huge. People are like, why do you tell people you live in Brooklyn? So do you realize how big Brooklyn is? Brooklyn is a city. Brooklyn is the size, I'm gonna say Brooklyn is almost the size, well, close to the size of Memphis. Huge. It's hard to find a ninja in Brooklyn. It's just like it's hard because Queens is huge as well. Queens is huge as well. I don't go to Bronx too much. Bronx is too much of a drive. I've tried to go to Bronx, and it's like it takes a minute for me to get there. Put it like that. Um, yeah, you got a bunch of boroughs within in Brooklyn. You got Crown Heights, you got Prospect Place, you got Park Slope, you got um Bay Ridge, you got what is it, Carnus? I think that's the name. I can't remember the name of that area. You got Bay Ridge, you got Coney Island, you got all those areas. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. You got Fulton Street. Somebody brought that up. You got Flatbush. You got um Bushwick. I almost forgot about Bushwick. Yeah, it's yeah. Brooklyn is actually bigger than Memphis. I'll say that much. Bensonhurst. Yep, Bensonhurst. I was actually looking for a place in Bensonhurst, and it's hard to find. It was hard for me to find a place up there. It's huge. It is huge. Um, it's huge. I have to be careful. I got a PO box where I get my stuff delivered. Bed-Stuy, because if you leave your stuff in the stoop when they deliver your stuff, they will steal it. Amazon. So I have one of those PO boxes where I can get all my stuff delivered and I have to go pick it up. That's something I had to learn in New York, where you can go pick up your packages. So Amazon can drop my stuff off and I go pick it up, and it doesn't drop it off at times at my address because yeah, they will steal your stuff if you leave it sitting in the front of the stoop. It's gone. Clinton Hill, Park Slope. Yep. Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights is high as I mean high. It's high. Oh, Brooklyn Heights is high. I was looking at a place in Brooklyn Heights. I was like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. Y'all done lost y'all minds. Bed-Stuy is cool. I like Bed-Stuy. But Brooklyn is so big that I will find myself going days, days before I go into Manhattan. Like I haven't been to Manhattan in I went to Manhattan for my birthday, hanging out with my friends. Uh, but I hadn't been to Manhattan. I ain't even been to the office. The office I work for is based in Manhattan. I work from home because I just don't feel like that train. There's too much going on with that train right now. Madison had me laughing. She said this guy she went to school with, and he had been going around telling people, "I'm from Manhattan. I'm from Manhattan." They said his friends busting out saying, "Man, you are from Harlem. What are you talking about?" But Harlem is in Manhattan, so this is why I miss the DMV. 78 vet, I do miss I will say that much. I hate to say that. I do miss the DMV. I do miss the DMV. The DMV, ah, it's I will say that much. If I was to make a place home, DMV would be the spot. Possibly just Virginia. I do miss Virginia. I'm gonna say that I do certain pieces of. I have not missed a city in a long time. But I do miss. I love New York, but I miss certain things in Virginia. You got to be in Virginia to understand there are certain aspects of Virginia that I do miss about it. I miss it. You hate Virginia. I love. I miss Virginia. I'm gonna be honest. If I was to move somewhere else, I would probably either go back to Virginia or either I've heard that Delaware is nice. Um, but I do miss. I haven't been to Virginia since I've been living here, so I may go through Virginia here soon. So I do miss though. I do miss DMV. It's certain. It's some about the DMV. Uh, you got all these little towns. You got Virginia on one end. You got Maryland on the other end. DC is expensive, so I wouldn't live in DC. I would live like in Virginia, but Virginia now is getting like Fairfax is how I love to go in Fairfax because they have those little nice shops. Um, oh, my AirPods going out. Can y'all hear me? I have to go. I have to go to my speaker because my AirPods are going out. Um, but yeah, I like Virginia. I do. Look, there's nothing. I'm gonna tell you something about these holier than thou saints. Some of these Israelites are almost turning into old school apostolic church ladies. That's how I feel. Like people like I don't go here, I don't go there, I don't go. I still will go and sit down and have fun with my friends. Being Israel does not mean lock myself in the house and sing Shema Israel all day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't disrespect anybody. But some people just sit. I mean, it's gotten to the point that I feel like I'm back in the old school. It's almost like they're old school apostolic church ladies. You can't have fun. Oh, I didn't know you lived in Harlem. He said he lived in Harlem for 2 years, but I still hang out. So there's nothing wrong. And yeah, it's a lot of cool spots to hang out in the DMV. A lot of cool little spots. I stayed in Harlem for 2 years. That was like being on another planet, being that I'm from a small town. Oh yeah, the Mississippi boy went into Harlem. Seriously, that's funny. I know they love to hear you talk, Jordan. Oh, because I knew you was from Mississippi when I was talking to you. I said, this brother is from somewhere in Mississippi, somewhere Tupelo, somewhere. I feel a Tupelo in my spirit. I feel a Tupelo somewhere in my spirit from Jordan. Jordan, I knew when you was talking, I said, Mississippi. You know, I'm from Tennessee. And I'm just a hop, skip, jump away from Mississippi, going to South Haven. South Haven is right next to Memphis. But when you get deeper into Mississippi, like going towards Jackson, Mississippi, um, uh, yeah. I knew they were gonna call you country, Jordan. I'm sorry, sweetie, but I know it. You are definitely from Mississippi. But yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different. This world out here in New York is a little different. It's a little faster. It's not really that much. Everybody kept saying New York is fast. New York is fast. No, they're not. Go to a restaurant. It's gonna take them all day to serve your food. They ain't that fast. They take their time on certain things. You gotta have patience to live in to live out here. It's a different type. You are 2 hours away from Memphis and Jackson. I think I know where you from, my sir. If you 2 hours, you right in the middle. If I'm going through Jackson, Mississippi, I'm trying to remember. That's the route I would go if I'm going to New Orleans. I think going to New Orleans, coming from Memphis, you got to drive to Jackson, Mississippi. I think that's yeah, you do. You do. I think you have to drive through. So, but yeah, everybody's like, New York is fast. New York is fast. New York ain't fast as people think. It's fast in certain aspects of New York, but overall, Um, it's not that fast. Um, it's kind of certain spots. Yeah, people love to say New York fast. You got to keep up with them. No, you don't. New York is slow in certain spots. It take them all day to do certain things. go to a, I should say, go to a Jamaican restaurant, see how long it takes to get your food. I'm just joking for my Jamaicans in that. But y'all, I've been out here just running my mouth. I just came out here to talk to y'all about the upcoming show. We didn't talk about New York, Mississippi, DMV, Corvettes. I'm hungry. I know that much. We didn't talk about everything. I know exactly where Columbus, Mississippi is. Yeah, y'all close to everything. Y'all smack dab in the middle. Let's see. Wait a minute. Did you say Westwood in the house? Bill Smith. Talking about I'm a Whitehaven girl. Don't play with it. You just said Westwood. I'm full Whitehaven girl right here. If you're from Memphis, you got to know what Whitehaven is. I grew up in Whitehaven, in Memphis, Tennessee. It's right behind. It's Whitehaven is where Elvis's house is. This man said, Westwood, you done took me on home. It's time for me to go to Memphis. It's time for me to go in. I'm going to Memphis soon because I miss my folks. But this dude said, Westwood. Westwood. You done made me feel some kind of way. I had a boyfriend that lived in Westwood. And my mama told me, stay out of Westwood. Man, I was forever in Westwood. That's funny. I had a boyfriend when I was younger that lived in Westwood. And near that, is it Tulane area? Yep. Stay out of there. Stay from over there in the projects, baby. Stay. The boyfriend was over there. I thought he was the cutest thing in the world. Young. 19. Didn't know no better. Stupid. I think that's the most stupid time in my life when I was 19. I think you peak in your stupidity at 19. 19, you so dumb and you think you know everything. Don't know nothing. And then life says, okay, let me teach you something. I don't think the Mississippi River drying up. I last time I saw Mississippi River, it looked normal. It didn't look any different. Um, so it is drying up. I didn't know that. That's a new one for me. But yeah, 19 is when you peak at your level of stupid. I think I was the stupidest I've ever been in my life at 19. I wish I could go meet 19 me and say, you're stupid. Stop it with the foolishness and grow up. I had a that's some growing right there. When you hit 19, you think you grown, and then when you hit 20, reality kicks in. You realize it's like something when you go make that hump from being 19 into 20. I it was like I started seeing things different, and then started saying that was dumb. Why did I do that? Yeah, and it's like once you hit 30, you look at yourself at 20 and say, I should have enjoyed my 20s. When I was 30, it came to the realization that I should have had more fun in my 20s. But I settled down. I was married with a child in my 20s. I didn't get to experience a lot of my 20s the way most of my friends did because I was in a relationship. By the time I was 22, 23, I was married. By the time I was 25, I had Madison at 25. I had a house at 25. I was an adult by 26. So, yeah, I had to grow up. So, let's see. Yeah, but the 40s kick in. You realize, wait a minute, in 20 years, I'm going to be 60. When you hit 40. I am, I think it's really sunk in with me because I'm 4 years from being 50. Oh my gosh, I'm 46, y'all. I'm 46 years old. Up next, and he still. Wait a minute. How old are you? Up next, you said kick it. Kick it. Hold on. Kick it. Did you say you kick it? That's not. Young people don't say that. Somebody said you keep talking about Memphis without talking about FedEx. That's one company I never worked for, and I am happy about it. I am not upset. All my friends, I work for FedEx. Okay, I avoided FedEx like the plague when I was younger. They was working at the hub. No, that ain't for me. And it used to be so messy over there. That was a messy job. Like they was real messy at FedEx. That's a whole nother level of drama. FedEx drama at the hub. I avoided. I avoided FedEx hub like the plague when I was younger. Did not. I took the test, and they make you go to the office and take the test, and you do the lifting test to see if you can lift stuff and all that. Mm-mm. I said no, this ain't for me. And then they told me what my hours was gonna be. Mm-mm. Yep, I stayed away from. Stayed away. I tell you, I stayed away. I purposely. I ain't gonna say I didn't have an opportunity to work at FedEx. Took the test. You know how you go to that little office complex out in Hickory Hill? Is it Hickory Hill? Back then, and you would go take that little. You go into one of those little offices, and you do the little lifting test where they show you how to see if you can lift stuff and all. I took that little test, and everybody was like, "Did you get the job?" I got the job, but I didn't want to take it. I stayed away from the hub. The hub was everybody had a boyfriend or girlfriend at the hub, and they would be arguing with their boyfriend and girlfriend. They worked together, or they messed around with somebody at the hub, and their husband find out. Hub was messy. Yes, the business park. You go and take that little test. I took it. I actually applied for FedEx, but I applied when I graduated from college for one of the IT jobs for FedEx service, but I ain't get it. Praise God. Praise God. FedEx. What is it called? FedEx service. As a programmer, I'm good, and I wasn't upset about it. But I never worked for FedEx. I did work for First Tennessee. If you didn't work for FedEx, you worked for First Tennessee. I was young. FedEx is a different breed, though. Let me get off. Oh, Second Exodus, you worked at the hub too? And then if you did work at FedEx, you worked at UPS because UPS had a hub over there too. I ain't work at none of the hubs, y'all. I always had. I'm being honest. I always worked in somebody's office. I ain't never worked at none of the hubs. I've never had a warehouse job. Don't talk about me. Did I have a ware? No, I never had a warehouse job. I either worked in retail when I was younger or I worked in an office. I worked at what we used to call goldsmiths. I worked there, but I never worked in the warehouse. Never worked in a warehouse. Dated some people worked in a warehouse, but never worked in a warehouse. Yeah, never worked in a warehouse. And I ain't bragging. I just always never applied. Everybody applied for the warehouse jobs. I didn't like the hours. Like when I saw you working from Saturday from 6 a.m., they had weird shifts with FedEx. 6 a.m. until 3. And you work 4 days a week. I was like, I don't like these hours. These hours are stupid. I'm good. I'm good. And then it was always they wake up in the morning, everybody got the uniform. They have to park their car to get on the bus so that they can get to the who heck no. Mm-mm. No, I want for all that extra stuff. They had the worst hours at FedEx. When they showed me what my hours potentially could look like when I got done with that lifting test, I said back to the drawing board. Them hours was horrible, horrible. And then you have to work in the cold. And I used to see how my friends would have to pack on all the clothes before. I never worked at Fit Nike Factory. I ain't never worked at any of the factories. Because Memphis got a lot of factories, a lot of I knew somebody who used to work at that FedEx building that didn't have no air conditioning. FedEx has a building that did not have air conditioning. It's out there on near Mallory. Had no air conditioning. The folks come out there almost about to pass out. Like y'all can have it. That's slavery right there. If you worked in the Mallory building, that's slavery, borderline. Uh, can you believe there's a building with no? It was no air, or they work outside. It was no air in there. So, but I never did the FedEx. Why am I sitting here talking about FedEx? I'm getting ready to go, Saints. I'm just talking and running my mouth now. I just be ready for tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Um, I'm excited about tomorrow's conversation. I'm excited about tomorrow's conversation. Are you working at FedEx during the pandemic? Okay, I'm finna get offline now because I'm just talking and running my mouth. I never worked in. Let me say this again. Never worked at a hub because it was yeah. Never worked at FedEx. I knew someone who worked at the one on Mallory, and it didn't have any air. It didn't have any air. So, all right, what time is it? I need to take my dog to the vet and drop him off because that's the only day they can take him. Oh, and then I'm gonna come back and lay on this couch again. Y'all have an amazing day. Enjoy um your Sabbath. Um, and I will see y'all on tomorrow. Let me go because I'll be out here for a whole nother hour. All right, family. See y'all. Where's my brown poodle? My dog is not a poodle. It's a cocker spaniel. Everybody's like, "Where's your brown poodle?" He is laid out in the middle of the floor taking a nap. He done played himself out this morning. So he done. He just laid out in the middle of the floor. All right, family. Love y'all. I will see y'all on tomorrow. Shabbat shalom.